Welcome to the Conflict Zone, a channel dedicated to informing about major conflict points around the world.
In this video, we'll be discussing into how Ukraine, against all expectations, turned the tide in a war many thought was unwinnable. Despite Russia's overwhelming military power, Ukraine has not only defended its territory, but also launched successful counterattacks, halting Russian advances on multiple fronts. From innovative strategies to cutting-edge technology and international support, we'll explore the key factors that have enabled Ukraine to fight back and defy one of the world's most formidable armies. Stay tuned to discover how intelligence, adaptability, and sheer determination are rewriting the rules of modern warfare.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated with all our latest news.
At the start of the invasion of Ukraine, many believed that Russia's military power would guarantee a quick and decisive victory. With one of the largest armies in the world, Russia seemed unstoppable. However, what began as a relentless campaign faced unexpected resistance from Ukraine. Ukrainian forces, initially under great pressure, not only defended their territory but also began counterattacking, halting Russian advances on several fronts. Russia expected a quick victory, planning a blitzkrieg-style offensive, anticipating the immediate collapse of Ukrainian resistance. However, this assumption turned out to be a major miscalculation. The initial Russian offensives were met with fierce and well-organized Ukrainian resistance. Ukraine's strategy was not to hold on to every inch of territory at any cost, but rather to employ a flexible defense, retreating strategically and counterattacking where the Russians were most vulnerable. This elastic defense allowed Ukraine to preserve its forces while inflicting heavy losses on the enemy, avoiding being overwhelmed by Russia's superior numbers. One example of this success was Russia's advance toward the city of Pokrovsk, vital for Ukraine's logistics. Despite intense Russian attacks, the arrival of well-equipped reinforcements, including the renowned Karadaga Brigade, stabilized the defense and prevented the city from being captured. Russia's belief that brute force would break Ukraine's defenses backfired. Ukraine's ability to regroup and counterattack while engaging in a war of attrition has worn down Russian forces, damaging their morale. Combined with logistical issues, this has stalled many Russian offensives. Another key factor has been intelligence. With support from Western allies, especially the US and NATO, Ukraine had access to real-time information, allowing it to predict Russian movements and plan ambushes and strikes with precision. Satellite data, electronic intercepts, and reconnaissance reports helped Ukraine carry out effective attacks on strategic Russian targets like ammunition depots and command centers, weakening their operations and ability to resupply. Ukrainian strikes on Russian supply depots, especially in the regions of Kherson and Zaporizhzhia, are clear examples of the impact of this strategy. Destroying ammunition and fuel stockpiles forced Russian forces to halt or retreat, enabling Ukraine to reclaim territories. Technology has also played a vital role. Ukraine utilized a variety of drones, from commercial models to advanced military ones, for both reconnaissance and attacks. These drones helped identify and destroy Russian armored columns before they could position themselves for an assault. The use of interceptor drones was also crucial in neutralizing Russian reconnaissance capabilities, limiting their ability to coordinate effectively. Another important factor has been Ukraine's geography. Its varied terrain, from vast plains to dense urban areas and mountainous regions, posed challenges that Ukraine exploited. In cities, Ukrainian forces employed guerrilla tactics, ambushing Russian troops in narrow streets and fortified buildings, where Russia's heavy firepower was less effective. On the eastern plains, Ukraine prioritized mobility, attacking supply lines and cutting Russian access to fuel and ammunition. In mountainous terrain, Ukraine's smaller, more mobile units outmaneuvered the slower Russian armored forces. International support was crucial. Ukraine received significant military, economic, and humanitarian aid from allies such as the US and the European Union. Advanced weapons like the HIMARS systems allowed Ukraine to strike Russian strategic targets with high precision, shifting the course of many battles. In addition to weaponry, Ukrainian soldiers received extensive training from NATO forces, significantly improving their battlefield effectiveness. The diplomatic and moral support from the international community also boosted Ukrainian troop and civilian morale, reinforcing their determination to keep fighting. Despite these successes, Ukraine still faces significant challenges. Russia continues to have a numerical advantage in troops and equipment, especially in the east and south. Not all Ukrainian soldiers are adequately trained to operate the advanced weapons provided by the West, leading to potential inefficiencies in combat. Additionally, concerns have emerged about Russian missiles containing Western components, highlighting gaps in the sanctions regime. As the war drags on, it is clear that Ukraine is not only resisting, but also reversing Russian advances in some areas. A combination of smart strategy, effective use of technology, knowledge of the terrain, and international support has allowed Ukraine to surprise the world by defending itself against a superior military force. Although the conflict is far from over and many challenges remain, the determination of the Ukrainian people, the adaptability of their army, and the continued support from their allies show that victory, though difficult, is not out of reach.
Головна площа Ізюма, що догорає приміщення місцевої адміністрації, навколо все зруйновано, але нічого, все відновимо, а Ізюм був, є і буде Україна. І все буде Україна. Вітер за собою. Україна! Путін! Отак місцеві зустрічають.
If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest news. See you in the next video.